Hello, hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I got a clip here from Coach Greg Adams, aka the Free Agent Lifestyle. Let's get it.
Event. You waited and waited and waited. Let's do it. The main event is here. Thank you for being patient. Ecclesiastically, in the name of the Holy Ghost, Jesus Christ, and the Latter-day Saints, I present to you the main event. Anton and Micca were definitely in an inappropriate relationship. Everything I say is allegedly. Now, I know you guys are going to say, how do you know they didn't fuck or they did fuck? I don't know what happened in the bedroom. Did you know that I fucked last night? Fucked 2 bitches, but that's neither here nor there. Is that important to you? It's only important to you because I told you. And you wish you were there, ass nigga. But anyway, here we go. We got the main event. Micca, the talk of the town. Now, here's what I have to do. I have to be fair. In the situation that I had in this situation here, I had the response to the Corey Holcomb debate. Anton and Corey had a debate, and I told you this is why I don't engage in debates, because it's nothing but for Mickey Mouse and entertainment, and oftentimes they end terribly. They're tragic. Terribly. I've had several leads of debates, and sometimes I survived. Most of the time, people missed it and thought I lost, but I really won. But what happens is, I said in that debate, this is going to have major fallout and consequences that neither of them intended. And it also is going to get people arguing and taking sides unnecessarily when they could have just stayed in their own lane. I tend to not engage in what people call, collaboration, because most people are either jealous or they're trying to use you, right? Coach, I want to collab with you. You got 28 live viewers. Doesn't help me. It helps you. It only helps me if you pay me. Well, can't you do it for the coach? You see what I mean? Like, it really is not helpful. The attention you get oftentimes is going to come with negative consequences or collateral damage. Now, both of these men are going to be fine. They'll recover from it because we have a short memory. But there's going to be unintended consequences and collateral damage, meaning other people are going to be brought into it who didn't want to be a part of it. And this is true. Corey Holcomb, his whole background, the fact that he allegedly put pause on that woman, and I reviewed that. That came as a result of the Anton Daniels debate. That video flared back up. Also, then they started bringing up parts of Corey Holcomb's comedic skits where he talks about minors in a bad way. And I covered that. And I said, this is because of how the because fans bring up, when it's a divided fans, they start bringing up negative shit about you. And I said, Anton Daniels is going to feel some collateral damage as well. And yes, then his daughter was brought into it. Then people start posting pictures of his wife or videos of his wife saying bad things about Anton. Then they also were saying bad things about the wife, saying she was ugly. Then they started saying that the minor girl was ugly too. These are the unintended consequences and collateral damage that comes from these so-called collaborations, these so-called debates. And unfortunately, people get dragged into it that didn't need to get dragged into it, or they got dragged into it because you put them there. And in this situation, Anton Daniels put Micca in this situation, or Micca put herself in this situation. So now Micca's being dragged into it because Anton positioned her to be there. She chose to be there, and Corey Holcomb called it out real time. So you see what's happening here when y'all tell me to collab and tell me to show up on these nigga shows and these white goddamn manosphere people, this is what happens almost inevitably, and this is why I don't do it. That's why I don't do it. I just stay in my motherfucking chair most of the time. I'll go on some shows here or there, but I'm not trying to pursue fame, because with fame comes hate. With fame comes you gotta have a sacrifice. So Anton, by going in there debating and figuring out he won, he sacrificed his daughter. He sacrificed Micca. He sacrificed his wife. Corey Holcomb sacrificed money, career, his stand-up bookings, and now he's got to depend on niggas donating on YouTube. There's always going to be unintended consequences, collateral damage, sacrifice. It's never going to be a clean, I just benefited and I didn't pay. And in this case, we have now Anton Daniels, who's been saying, I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian first and foremost. I'm also a conservative. I have traditional values. I've been married for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. All right, whatever it is. So he's been leading with this. And unfortunately, you can say because of his actions outside of his marriage that he's been living possibly a fraudulent life. He's been telling you one thing and doing the other. Micca in this situation, if she's watching, Micca, I do have an airline ticket for you, but I don't mess with married women. So if you are really married, I don't mess with you. But at the end of the day, you can come on to the Gentleman's Lair, to the Desert Storm bunker. You have an invitation if you are not ecclesiastically married. But I don't have the deal. I don't fuck with married women. In this case, Micca is now been hung out to dry. All right. And Anton's actions with Micca now separating herself or no longer being employed or supported by Anton looks very suspicious here. Because Anton has not come out in the defense of Micca. Now, if you guys missed it, Corey Holcomb said, what is your relationship with the bitch? He kind of made some sort of insinuation that there's something been going on there. And I've been trying to tell you that people act married, people are married, but they don't act married.
Exactly.
People are married and they tell you to get married, but they don't act married. You can have an inappropriate relationship and no sex be involved. And let's just say this. For people who are saying, well, why are you talking about this? Well, everybody's talking about it. And I held off for a day or two just to let the smoke fucking clear. But let's just be frank. If you're going to say people should get married, yeah, explain the bitch is what he said. If you're going to tell people to get married, well, both of you guys are acting like this, Anton and Micca. You're the reason why I tell men and women to not get married. And you're going to see this in a minute. So that's why it's inappropriate. Because if I'm married to Micca and she's acting the way she's acting, it's inappropriate. I would not want my wife to carry out her fucking marriage like this. Now, behind the scenes, you guys have got an open relationship. Well, you need to tell that. But if you're telling people you're traditional and conservative and Christian and you out here leaning your titties on niggas' shoulders, I don't want my wife doing that. Same thing as motherfucking Anton. If you're telling men, get married and get somebody that rocks with you and be Christian and conservative, but you out here got a whole young, fine-ass bitch leaning on you and you got your hands around her fucking hips and you got her parading around town and flying her from coast to coast and you out here got her in the front row of the goddamn Lakers seat, that's not how I want married men to act either. Therefore, this is an inappropriate relationship, and I'm calling it out.
Talk to him, Coach.
Both of these people are perpetrating a fraud. If you're going to be married, as I always say, be married. I don't tell married men to cheat on their wives. I don't tell married women to cheat on their husbands. Even if you want to cheat, there's so much pussy out here, you don't even got to cheat. Now, if you want to trick while you're married, that's something else, all right? That's a whole nother conversation that we could work around. If you want to have an open relationship, you need to tell the world you're in an open relationship, not that you're ecclesiastically Christian married. This is why this is an inappropriate relationship. Just on that. I don't care if they fucked. I know they probably fucked because if I'm around Micca, I'm fucking Micca. I mean, I'm just letting you know. I wouldn't even be near Micca if I ain't fucking her. All right? All right? Like, there's no reason for me to even be around her. I'll be like, hey, how you doing? She's like, let's just be friends. Okay, go kick rocks. I'm not putting her in the front row seats of the Lakers games if I ain't fucking her. All right? So that's just me. That's just me. That ain't Anton. That ain't Micca. But Micca, if you in the front row, I'm motherfucking I'm curling your toes. I'm curling your toes, husband or not. Right? So just to let you know. So that's why this is an inappropriate relationship. This is not what married people should be doing. Now let's get down to the motherfucking brass tacks. So for people can see what's going on here. All right, so we have the suspects in this particular case, and everything that I say is alleged. All right, this is Micca. You see her right here. You see her, and this is Anton. These are two people who are married. Okay? I don't get it, bro. Brothers and sisters, just be single, nigga. If I'm Micca's husband and I see this picture, that's a no. And not only that, she's supposed to be working for Anton in some capacity, which I don't understand. Believe me, you think I follow these people? I don't. I don't listen to anything these people say. I mean, I know he exists, but I do so many shows and I got a life. I'm not listening. But if I'm Micca's husband, that's a no. That's inappropriate. And if I'm Anton and he's in a so-called Christian marriage, this is also inappropriate, especially for a subordinate and an employee. Okay? So this is inappropriate. If you defend this, you're a piece of shit. Right? Like, don't defend this. I'm too old for this, y'all. I'm too old for this. I've been around the block and Exactly. I know what time it is. And it could be the case that Anton ain't fucked her yet and he's positioning to fuck her because cheating doesn't happen immediately. It's a progressive thing. He's grooming her to fuck her if he ain't fucked her. Right? He's putting her in situations to get the pussy, like flying her to LA, right? That's putting her in position to fuck. All right, this is the so-called position here. This nigga leaning in. All right, that's her right there, all in the goddamn front row. Okay. All right, any woman that gets this treatment, and you see me in a picture with her sitting next to her leaning in, and why she's leaning away from my big ass head. All right, just know I have examined her motherfucking effects. I have been inside of her body raw. Right, raw. I'm talking about raw, and I probably finished inside of her. You know, this is how I work. I'm just letting you. I'm the truth over here. I'm the speaker of truth. I don't sugarcoat shit. I just tell you how it is. If I'm married, I'm still hitting this raw and finishing inside of her, and she getting the front row seat treatment. And if I'm not, I'm a motherfucking fool. All right, just to let you know, I'm crazy as hell. All right, crazy. So. This is inappropriate. And she's even flashing this motherfucking diamond ring on her hand. I don't know if that's a wedding band. But this is if married people are going to tell you to get married, but you two are carrying yourself out separately married like this publicly, I don't want nothing to do with marriage.
Facts.
This is why I tell you, avoid marriage. Guys, why would you, let's just say, this is why I tell you to avoid marriage. If Micca's your wife, do you want her flying to Los Angeles with her boss, being in the front row of the goddamn? Would y'all be good with that? Would that be fine? For the people who say it's fine, fine. But is that what you want? Would you want that? Would that be the reason why you would be getting married? I can't wait to get married so my wife can fly across the country with her boss and sit in the front row. I don't want that. I would be like, nah, that's foul for me. All right, I'll just stay single. I don't want anything in the gray areas. Or if I'm doing that, she's doing that, and so forth and so on. That would be something I don't want. So that's why it's inappropriate. Same thing as the previous photo right here. We do have a first segment, but we have a great announcement that we need to announce. And right now, going on with this drop yesterday is, and I'm going to share this, my brand new Boss Up, the next level website is here. Shout out to our team, Everett, Jacqueline, and all of our brother Luke over on Team CGA, as we call it, CGA Creative. CGA Creative has brought the shield to life. Boss Up or be priced out. Our website is up. And here's the deal. I want you to know that the next 2 weeks, ecclesiastically, we are providing discounts for all the people that go to that website. There's discounts on the courses, discounts on the coaching call. You just have to have the code for the 50% discount. But what I'm going to do is have you guys go to the website to get that. If you've always wanted to talk to your boy CGA, go to the website. You got the discount code right here. Okay? Now, we'll get to Anton in a minute. Is that how you want your wife to conduct herself? Especially, and look, her wife, her husband could be whatever, a simp, a pookie, a broke nigga. We don't know. An old man, she could be married to an 80-year-old nigga, as far as I'm concerned. But we don't know because he's hidden, and that's a whole nother problem. Why is he hidden? If she's traditionally married, if you want, this how you want to see your wife, okay? That's why it's inappropriate. Ladies, is this how you want to see your husband? Okay, what if he's rich? All right, this how you see your husband? Is this fair? What if you've checked out of the relationship? Like, Anton says, I'm married. I've been married for 12, 15, 20 years, whatever it is. Maybe she's checked out. Maybe she don't care. Ladies, do you want to be married to a guy and just be checked out after 15 or 20 years? Or let me get down to this, and this is the real part of it. How does this make Anton, how does this put Anton in a position of power when the wife can just divorce his ass at his peak income? I want to remind you of something, and I'm giving you a lot here. About a year ago, and I had this clip. I've saved this clip, Anton. I've saved several clips of you because I'm always going to save and have my homework done. About a year ago, this nigga was on the internet talking about pray for his marriage. Some of y'all don't remember that, but I do. It ain't like I'm trying to build a case against you motherfucking men, but I remember that. Pray for my marriage. I also remember the wife was telling you to jump off the internet. You were staying on there live streaming. You was only going to do an hour and you did 3 hours and she wanted to go to dinner. I remember that too because I got the clip saved in my motherfucking file. I got a file on all of y'all niggas. I got a file of niggas saying they ain't fucked their wife after 35 years but telling y'all niggas to spend place. I got that clip too. I got a clip of that Owen Cook out here saying that he married a prostitute and spent $2 million on her. I got that clip too. But these are the men that you guys deify. These are the guys that you follow. But I sure remember that when you said pray for my marriage, y'all. Anton, you remember that? I do. Now, this is not a diss video on Anton. This is me defending my case and telling you that if you're going to tell men to do something, well, then you got to do it. You got to live it. Okay, you got to live it, or just tell men to live the free agent lifestyle. But what we can't do is say CGA is a heathen, he's living wrong morally, Christian-wise, or spiritually when you're doing the same thing. Matter of fact, I put videos of me and pictures of me doing this, and all these red pill ragers and MGTOWs start calling me a simp. Now, what is it? Because as soon as I put a picture out like this with me next to a woman, what are y'all going to say? He tricked, he paid for it, how much she cost, and so forth and so on. But when he's doing it, y'all like, well, he could not be fucking her. We don't know. Okay, which one is it, niggas? Okay, not only that, she in the front row of a basketball game and flying. All right, but I got a picture next to a bitch. Y'all are calling her a prostitute. Or like, what the fuck's going on here? The double standard. So is Micca a prostitute? All right, what is it? Let's call it what it is. I'm going to review a video here, and this is by a legendary stream. Okay, so she's been around the world here. She's did an interview. Micca has done an interview. Okay. She's done 2 interviews. She's done one with Tasha K, and she's also done one with another gentleman who I don't know his name is, but I'm not going to describe him. All right, but he seems very light in the loafers. He seems like a good man, and the way he conducted this interview, it's giving, yeah. He hung out in hair salons, all right? Because he wasn't letting her get away with murder, all right? He was checking her ass and not letting her, I guess, pull the okie doke on him. And I applaud him for that because Micca was trying to pull the okie doke on him, and he was calling her out on those actions. He missed a couple, but it's hard to do what he did in the spirit of Kevin Samuels. Now, the fact that she's doing interviews separate from Anton is giving disaster for Anton. Now, Anton, I want you to listen up. You're married. I don't think you have a prenup. You've made a lot of your money in the last 5 years. Mm-hmm. Your wife can fuck your life over quickly, and you're going to be looking like CGA in 10 motherfucking seconds. All right, and that's what's the bad thing about Anton. That's what he's risking. Because his wife has already been humiliated. Not only his wife has been humiliated, his minor daughter has been humiliated. All because he's been out here pushing something and going out here and debating. All because he went on Corey Holcomb. Had he not went on Corey Holcomb, we wouldn't be here. So these collabs are dangerous. And if the wife finally just says, I'm fed up with it, nigga, you're going to be in court. And you're going to be asking for us to pray. And then I'm going to be saying, you got to find somebody to rock with you. What do I say? It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. You guys will celebrate these marriages and be only married for 12 years telling me how great it is. And I say, nigga, what happens on lucky number 13? It only takes one motherfucking year to crap the fuck out.
Yep.
on a marriage. It'll take less than 6. My marriage crapped out in 6 months. All right. It took 6 months. It was great. And then 6 months was hell and it was over. So it doesn't take long for your marriage to go fucking south for the other shoe to drop. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And the fact that she's doing interviews separate from Anton, that's giving, and Anton's not ecclesiastically defending Micca. As far as I know, I don't have videos of him saying, I didn't fuck Micca. Right? Mika's a good woman and she's got a good... I don't hear him saying shit, which is terrible for Micca. Because now Micca can say sexual harassment. He put me in an unsafe work environment. Even though she denied having sex with him today, she might tomorrow say, well, yeah, we did fuck. And now he's cooked. Yep. Okay? You see what I'm saying? I mean, I've been telling you and warning you of this. I've been giving you warning and warning and warning, and you niggas have been telling me hope strategy. And you've been telling me I'm a Christian and I'm traditional and conservative. And she signed an NDA, but NDAs don't mean shit. She can still take this shit to court. All right. If you sign an NDA and she can reframe it as a crime, sexual harassment at the workplace, okay, sexual assault, he forced me, he groomed me, the NDA don't matter.
It don't.
Now, it matters if she's saying we didn't fuck and she doesn't say it was a crime. She didn't say she wasn't violated. Now she has to follow the NDA. But that's neither here nor there. Let's take you to a video by O'Shea Duke Jackson.
Uh-oh.
I thought I would never say that man's name on my show. All right? But since he had such a great breakdown of this video, I'm going to use fair use, nigga. Fair use. I'm going to use his video to explain it ecclesiastically. Okay. Here we go. Anton never expected this from Micca. He's breaking down the interview from this brother right here. Here we go.
A very challenging question, but I have to ask you. I just have to ask you. Have you and Anton ever had...
This morning, I got an email about a video that happened with Micca. She was a collaborator professionally with Anton Daniels. She seems to be a really nice person, and I can tell you for a fact that she is really into the Black media perspective. I found out that she emailed me 3 years ago trying to support another brother. So I actually believe that Micca is really, really genuinely into the Black commentary space as a fan. That is definitely...
Man, she getting folded if she ever get even 2 feet near me. All right, Micca, if you ever get 2 feet near me, just let you know. All right? It's going to be a yes or a no. And then we could do whatever after that. All right, I'm just like, okay, true.
But this is interesting because Micca has another issue that is still looming over her. And that is, what is her status with Anton Daniels? There was a gentleman that was doing the interview. I believe his name is Orlando. He seems to be a professional news reporter doing this on the side, and they have worked together in the past. But this brother is a damn good interviewer, and he did not make it easy for her at all. And basically, he talked about their relationship, where it started from, how did she meet him. But then he got into the whole situation and the questions about the flirting.
Why are you talking so slow? All right, here we go.
Has Anton ever flirted with you?
Flirted with me as a sense of what? Just
Okay, let me stop it right here. She lying.
Please. Really?
All right, she looked tiny too. All right, I'm gonna fold her ass up like a little like I can put her in the carry-on baggage. Okay, so she's lying already. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm an older grown-ass man. I'm not gonna play with y'all. She lying.
Hell yeah.
That's like when that interviewer, was it Kwame or I can't remember his name, asked R. Kelly, do you like teenage girls? And R. Kelly said, what do you classify as a teenager? What's a teenager? Nigga, teenagers. All right. And yes, including 18 and 19. All right. So yes, it's legal. That would be a teenager. Okay. So do you like teenagers? Has Anton flirted with you? Flirted like how? Wait.
What that mean?
What do you mean flirted? You ain't flirted with me as in?
What that mean?
So whatever she fixing to say after that, that's just a delay tactic to try to figure out what's going on. And she's stammering, stuttering, and she's shuffling like a motherfucker, all right? She started off already.
I can do some shuffling too. Look out, man, what you going to do? Look out, boys, it's coming through. Yeah, man, yeah, man.
Okay, I thought she was prepared for the interview. O'Shea, take it away.
Just naturally, like we're sitting here, or
Now, he starts off his questions by trying to build up what he wants to get to towards the end, which is, did Anton Daniels flirt with you? And he prefaced it in a situation where she felt that she was being flirted with. And so she responded.
So Anton does things for content, and then there's things that Anton would do if we're just sitting here.
Okay.
So if you're saying personal belief, if me and Anton was just sitting here, no. Now, if you're talking about for content, when we're doing the virtual rooms and things for the show, Anton has said multiple things.
So she said, well, he has said multiple things. Anton Daniels, the personality is different offline, so you can't really take him serious. And then he asks for this.
So let me hear a few of the multiple things that he said that was a flirt.
What people would consider if he's, saying,
Not people what you considered as a flirt.
Tell him, get her. For real, man. Look. Where's my gotcha, bitch?
Gotcha, bitch.
For real, bro. And she looking up, Micca. I know they say you support me and you watch me, Micca, but yeah, man. That you tap dancing now. He got you on the ropes. What people will say, let's be real. We're grown ass people. Damn, he's standing there, bro. He is not letting her slip and slide. By the way, I did watch portions of the entire video. He did work with her previously on the show. I guess they had a previous relationship work-wise. And he knows her husband and he knows her personally. So we do have to make that known. Shout out to Orlando Fox. Yeah, he on her neck. He like, bitch, I ain't letting you get away with Nathan. All right. And gentlemen, why is this important? When you're on dates with women, I always tell you, you got to grill. You got to grill these women. You got to exercise the feminist. The reason why women get away with what they got away with us and sent us over here to this space is because we don't grill them. You let them get away with murder. I was in an abusive relationship and my baby daddy, he ain't shit and he ain't paid his child support and we let him get away with it. This is how you should be on the first date. Not at dinner. On date number 1, giving this bitch the goddamn 3rd degree. All right, telling her. All right, well, pass really shouldn't matter. No, bitch, that ain't pass ain't gonna matter, nigga. All right, tell me when you was out here getting fucked by CGA for a couple of dollars. Tell me about that. But what happens is y'all men don't grill women and you let shit slide so you can fuck them. When you could have gave them $300 and fucked them crazy. All right, but y'all don't want to trick. All right, but I get it, man. I'm telling y'all, that's why y'all end up trying to trust these women. You need to be like this on date number 1. All right, not with no bitch ass waiter interrupting you, not trying to give her the fucking fantasy. On date number 1, sit right across from me. Now, bitch, explain yourself. All right. And then ecclesiastically, she gonna be looking like Micca. All right, she gonna be looking like Micca. Yeah. But you can skip all this for $350. Okay, $400. All right, you can skip all this for $400. All right, and get right to the guts. But that's neither here nor there. That's a whole nother show. But y'all niggas still out here trying to get married. Let's continue.
I would say probably if he's like, oh, Micca, you're so sweet, or you're so cute, right? But the problem that I have with it is because I know he's doing it for content, right? And he's not actually talking to me.
Gotta be honest, I've heard some more worse flirts than that, but I understand that she is a married woman, which we'll find that out, and she has a brand, Pop Culture Micca, so she's conservative, and she got to keep it clean. I understand that. But then the interesting parts of the interview, in my honest situation, get worse.
Mm-hmm. So I understand that Anton is married. Is that correct?
Correct.
And you're married?
Correct.
Correct. Have you met Anton's wife?
Yes.
How would you describe her?
She's when I say probably one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life, that lady is probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And has Anton met your husband?
In person, absolutely not.
Okay, so I pause. So yeah, bruh. Look, just because people introduce or don't introduce their spouse doesn't mean there's something going on, but
yeah.
Nah. Nah. But the spouse let you fly her to Los Angeles? We can't do this shit, bro. We can't do this shit. By the way, this is also Micca with Haha Davis. She does have a propensity to let niggas touch her a lot for pictures and shit. Now, ladies, I know what y'all think y'all doing out here, and y'all can live the life y'all want to live. But what you ain't gonna do is try to pull the motherfucking wool over my eyes and the men that I educate. If you gonna be out here married, be married. If you gonna be out here being single, be single. But you ain't gonna be married acting single.
No.
You ain't gonna be married acting single. We gonna have to cut this shit off and nip this shit in the bud. If you wanna be a bitch out here and a hoe, go be a goddamn hoe and be a good one. Bitch, I'll support some of your hoe activity. But don't be out here talking about conservative and married with a whole nigga arm around your... Nah, bitch. Act motherfucking married. Because I'm telling these guys that don't marry these whores, and then y'all jump on the internet defending marriage, but then I catch your ass with hands getting put on your hips and getting flown across the goddamn world and working for niggas and then letting your titty sit on his shoulder and then being next to the nigga at the goddamn game. If you're going to be married, be married. If you're going to be single, be single. That's what I've been saying. I've been saying that from the beginning, but y'all think I'm a heathen because I don't follow your goddamn Holy Ghost. So here's the thing, bruh. Don't perpetrate a fraud out here, neither the woman or the man. Let's be who the fuck y'all gonna be. If y'all gonna be single, be single. Tell him to get married, but then got niggas' hands all over your fucking hips. I ain't going for the shit. Let's continue.
Nope.
He has not met him in person. Has he met him over the phone or by in DM? What other form of introduction when you say not in person?
Because a lot of people assume that, you know, when you have to see people, it has to be in person, or that if you don't meet them in person, then it's something or whatever. So,
no, so I'm saying, what's the form of communication? That he met.
I mean, they don't have a form of communication where they talk back and forth.
So this is the most telling part. She said, "Have you met Anton Daniels' wife?" She says she has. Is she a nice person? She is. Now I can attest to that. I talked to Anton Daniels' wife on the phone maybe once or twice. She seems to be a very pleasant lady, a very nice lady. I've always said that from what I know about her. Okay. I've only had one or two interactions.
All right. That's Anton Daniels' wife. If people don't know, I don't know why O'Shea put the wife. Why you do? Hey O'Shea, why you put his wife on the video? She didn't ask for this shit. All right. Then you. All right. Let's continue here.
Actually, with her, that's just been on the phone. But then the host wants to clarify if Anton Daniels has met her husband.
So he's never met your husband?
No.
And why is that?
No particular reason.
Sure.
Just I've never had to actually do anything where my husband was there, and so if he's there, like if my like when we work together, is here, so my husband's come here. But if
but when we first met and worked together,
we were in person as well.
Your husband came.
Yeah, we were here. We were here in the DC area. Yes, my husband came.
Yes.
So again, if he was here, then yes. But most of my business dealings, and if not all, I usually have a manager or somebody else deal with that. So that's the reason why I it's not a thing. But I talked to my husband about it.
So this.
Remember, I'm a grown-ass man, y'all. I'm not one of these punk-ass kids. I didn't grow up with YouTube to watch. I grew up in the trenches. I came up when bitches had to hide shit and men had to hide their shit. I came back when you can go out here and tell people this shit. So I've been trained in the game for a long time. I'm not like you men that are 32 and below who... all your information in life has come from YouTube. I have life experience. I was a grown-ass man. I've been on YouTube since 2009. I was a grown-ass man when YouTube was born. Let me tell you something. She's stammering, stuttering. She's slaughtering this. I would assume she would be more prepared. I would assume her story would be straight. Yeah. This dude got her on the ropes. And she is not looking good right now. Let's just say this. Whatever happened, we can say she looks terrible. And I don't know I've never seen her show. What does she sound like other than this? This is what she could sound like normally. But from what I'm seeing, there's a whole bunch of shuffling and lying going on. There's not any straight energy about this. She's not being direct. She's not giving us the Erica Kirk. Stop it. She's not giving us the Erica Kirk. All right, she is all over the place. If she was in the court, the jury would be finding her guilty of all charges. Yeah. All right, but let's continue here. All right, but Mika, I hope you defend me like you defending this nigga. All right, here we go.
That's kind of where it gets a little sticky. So if you look at Pop Culture Mika and you look at her Instagram, you would not know that Pop Culture Mika is a married woman. And this is important for a woman who is a MAGA supporter, who is I won't say she's Republican, but she's right-leaning. And being a part of a family structure is important. But Mika does not do that. She doesn't have her husband up there. At least Anton Daniels, he has his wife, like I said, sometimes a little bit too much with his family, but she has pictures of everything else, but not her husband. And she's looking like, in my honest opinion, as if she is an unmarried woman. She has pictures with other men on there. I know these are professional things, like the poses where she's hugging on other dudes. I mean, again, you can look at it as being professional, men being close to her. But where is her husband at? Why doesn't she want the world to know that she is...
Whoa, wait. All right, let's continue here. Goodness.
Actually married. She says she's married. She's not behaving publicly as a married woman. Then also, she says she doesn't feel like it was so necessary for Anton Daniels and the husband to talk, but she has photos with Anton Daniels. Like I said, we've talked about that before on the internet. Some of those photos have been taken down. She has 2 photos, but you're married to a man. You're flying out like from DC to California. You don't know where this man is staying at. I think in the stream after the whole Corey Holcomb situation, they at least were in the same hotel room. So you're a beautiful lady and you're under the stewardship of another man who's married. It just doesn't make much sense to behave like that as a married woman.
Okay, so O'Shea is right on this one because I covered this already previously when it was Good Girls versus 304s. What this is, she's merging 304 activity, hoe activity, into good girl behavior. And that's why I have a full show, because I build my case thoroughly. She's portraying a good girl, but playing a hoe behind the scenes.
Yep.
Or at least in front of your face. I mean, and this isn't to disrespect her. She's playing the good girl, but doing hoe behavior right in your face. And I don't know what the hell she's doing behind the scenes. That's a whole nother story. But this is what hoes do. And I want men to understand that the modern woman, this is what they think they can do and be married at the same time. Yeah. Now, this is why men are finding marriage to be a farce. Because women will say, I can be married and blur the lines, and I can be married and have a male best friend. I can be married and go on solo dates with a male best friend. I can be married and have a boss and fly across the goddamn nation and go stay with him in a hotel. And dudes are like, what? What are you talking about? Wait, I can be married to a woman and she could carry on like a whore? Like, come on. That's why this is an inappropriate relationship. Just on that, I don't care if you even fucked her yet. No way. No way would I want you to get into a marriage like that. No way would I support a marriage like that, male or female. No way. No. Let's take it back to what's real. Or call it what it is. You either say she's a hoe or she's not. Which one is it? All right, you make the call. But she's carrying on like a hoe, right? That's what she's doing, and then trying to come up here and tell us she's not one. I've been around way too long. I done lived 50 goddamn years. All right, I'm not going with the bullshit. And then if y'all want to say he tricking and he paying or the husband is pimping her out, well, either way I'm right. Either way I'm right. These are the supposedly traditional Christian conservatives. Either way I win. Because I've been telling you what it is. There's not many traditional marriages out there where niggas ain't doing some bullshit on the side. Let's continue.
Which gives me the ability to think one or two things is the truth. Number one, Mika is the breadwinner in her house. Okay? So because she's the breadwinner, household is dictated by her rules. She sets the pace. 2, the husband is a person that is just a complete, I don't want to call him a simp, but he's kind of running over the guy. Or maybe the guy is incarcerated. Maybe the guy is living, he's in the military, he's away, something. But this just does not make sense for a woman like her. You don't know your husband. She's flown to Detroit. She's flying to LA by herself. You've never met this man. You've never talked to this man at all. Doesn't make any sense to me. Okay? And then they start to talk about this very infamous photo of Anton Daniels and her, which, again, was alarming. And the man starts to criticize her.
I was flabbergasted by this picture.
Okay, tell me why.
Because there's no way my wife would be physically touching, leaning on a married man, leaning on a single man, leaning on another man in a way that suggests, I'm feeling you, I like you. This is really some sort of...
Why do you think that says I'm feeling you?
Even...
Really?
See? Again, ladies, y'all not gonna play in my motherfucking face. Y'all not gonna play in my face, man. And you're not gonna play in these dudes' face. Her answer is disgraceful, despicable. I can't. I can't with you people. These are your Christian conservative, marriage is good, and find somebody to rock with you, and CGA is a heathen. Stop the bullshit. Stop the motherfucking presses. Stop. This is not a conversation. Look, in my marital household, this ain't a conversation. If I'm in a relationship with a woman, this ain't even a conversation. As soon as I see this shit, it's a wrap. This is why I tell you, don't give up your leverage, because now both of these goddamn married people got to get a divorce in the face of this bullshit, or their spouses got to deal with this bullshit. Like, either way, it's a L. Either way, it's a L. What in that picture makes you think I'm feeling him? Get the fuck out. Like, bruh, I ain't dealing with the bullshit. I'm not dealing with the bullshit. Micca, I know you used to finessing these. See, Micca's a finesser. She been finessing niggas with that face. I'm pretty sure that body was a little bit tighter than it is today, but it don't matter. She got face card that's killing it, right? She been finessing these niggas since forever. Is she a hood chick? I don't know, but she comes across as kind of hood, kind of conservative at the same time. Like a what they call it, bougie. She's a bougie bitch. You know, rich for black people. Like, she probably grew up in a good neighborhood for black people, all right, but it was still full of niggas, right? But she been finessing niggas for a long time. And she thinks she can pull that shit on the okie doke over this nigga, all right, sugary guy over here. He ain't going for it. Look at his face. What makes me think that this is not feeling him? Crazy. No way. No way, Micca. All right, you can do that shit to other niggas and these other young niggas out here and these niggas that don't know what's going on. But to say that is crazy work.
Another man in a way that suggests, I'm feeling you, I like you. This is really some sort of.
Why do you think that says I'm feeling you?
Even if it doesn't say I'm feeling you, I don't want my wife.
Why do you think?
Yeah.
Why do you think?
Okay, and another thing, Kevin Samuels, the great Kevin Samuels, literally exposed this because she responded back with a question and put him back on the goddamn heels. All right, so he asked her a question and she fired a question back. This is giving guilt. Making you have to explain. This is what women do in your relationships. All right, why you sitting there with a picture of this guy? What makes you think I've been fucking him? No, bitch. I ask you, why do you have a picture like this? Let's answer that first. Right? Don't fire back with a question. Why you think I'm doing something with him? So she's using that particular strategy to then try to explain, well, it couldn't be that and it don't have to be that way, making you have to answer it. No, you answer why you have a picture like this when you're married. You answer it. Answer that question. She ain't answering it, which is giving guilt. Because she wants to play a blurred lines. You can do this and be married? No, you can't. Not in CGA's marriage. All right, you getting cut the fuck off. And that's why I always maintain leverage in relationships and marriage. I'll never go back to 50-50. Even though it's common for 50 people to be married 50-50, now I got to stay with this bitch because I'm depending on her income. All right. No. It's time for you to get the fuck out, clean out your shit. Bye-bye. That way I can walk away and cut my fucking losses. And I don't have to hear her fucking gaslight and explain what the fuck's going on here. All right, but that's what she's doing. Let's continue.
That suggests that I'm feeling you because.
Okay, let's
hold on. The reason why I'm asking you is I have tons of pictures of.
Exactly. She got tons of pictures doing that with plenty of men, which is a goddamn red flag.
Our former co-host.
Yep.
With the same lean, everything.
But here's the difference.
Hold on.
Yes.
And why she cutting them off? Oh my goodness.
That person is also a male. All right. And
she got too many men in her life.
We have a working relationship and it's the same exact type of.
Oh, you don't have good, ma'am. If that's how you conduct yourself with all men you work with, again, like I said, inappropriate relationship. If you're married and all the men you work with, that's how you conduct yourself, that is not very traditional Christian or conservative.
It's not.
Why do people be out here fronting? We blurring the lines between whores and wives. The line is blurred. Whore, wife.
Sadly.
It's the same goddamn thing at this point. Right now, let's say her husband's a weak guy and he has to accept it. Again, I still win. I'm winning on all angles. I don't care how you flip this and how you reframe this. I still win. Let's continue. I don't lose in this conversation.
Picture.
So here she is, like, man, is bringing up a good point. Look, you are having this pose next to this man as if, you're really feeling the guy. And her response to that was, well, I've taken several photos like that before. What she doesn't understand is that just makes it worse. You're a married woman and you're taking photos with other men in my honest opinion, to a man, it's a very disrespectful way of doing so. Again, I don't understand what, her and her husband have set up in a relationship. It's really not my business. But for most people, that's an uncomfortable position, especially being a lady and being a conservative and you're taking these kind of photos, right? Then he comes back with this.
But here's the disrespect. This is a married man that you are physically leaning into.
I'm not leaning into.
That to me,
I'm not leaning into.
To me, and here's my perspective of it.
Rest in peace, bruh. By the way, this is what married men deal with. I mean, this is complete gaslighting. I mean, what?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
You're not leaning into him? You're not? Micca, I know you're watching me. My phone number is 1-900-EAT-SHIT. All right, but that ain't my real phone number. I'll give you my real phone number later. Just go ahead and ecclesiastically come up on the show. You're not leaning into him? Are you saying I don't see what I'm seeing? You saying I'm looking wrong here? Somebody said the hand is photoshopped from around her waist. By the way, that does look like Anton's studio. I do know that sign from the Charleston White interview. That does look like Anton's studio. So that's his personal workplace away from his marital home. Wowzers. Micca, come on, bruh.
There's a gap between it, but I'm looking at how you have a smile on your face. This is just my perspective. Your eyes look seductive, just my perspective. And your arm is relaxed on his upper shoulder.
Okay.
And I would never imagine a married woman leaning on a business male partner that way. That to me is inappropriate. That's if you were my wife, I would have a serious problem. My problem would be so serious, you would have to probably extinguish your contract with him.
Again, if you're my wife, I'd have a serious problem with it. And
Somebody's saying there's a hand on the rear end. All right, that might be edited out. Oh, I do see that, by the way. For people who are saying that it was edited, I do have what looks like a second photo that is not the photo that you see there on the air. So for people saying that it was edited, and again, let's see here. It is indeed edited. Okay, this is an edited photo. So let's see this real quick. Let's put this up. For people saying he had a hand on the ass, it is on the lower back. All right, so his hand is right there on the hips, on the lower back. That is on the lower back, which is an intimate area. All right, midriff, front, lower back. That is an intimate area that only people should be touching if they're intimate with each other. All right, in my opinion, makes it an inappropriate relationship. Let's just be fair. And again, this is not a diss video between these two. I'm just continually covering this topic. The reason why is because, number one, I'm defending my stance. I'm undefeated. Number two, these people that you want to get collab with, there's a price to pay. All men pay. There's a price to everything. So both of them wanted to collab for the betterment of their thing, and they ended up in an argument. But what's happened is this is the collateral damage. Micca's now in it. The daughter's now in it. The wife is now in it. Micca's husband is now in it. When you have affairs and you're acting and living a certain way and you're hiding it from the public, shit, what's in the dark will come to the light. All right, eventually, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Some people are telling me there's another video. I'm going to catch up with it after I finish this video. Okay. All right, I'm going to catch up to it. So thank you for suggesting it. And if somebody has it on locals, please let me know and I'll go over to locals and pull the video. It would be great if you can help me out. All right, because I'm doing it live. But this is what I've been warning you about when people defend marriage. And let's be fair, these people have defended marriage. Can we be fair and say Anton, and as far as I know, Micca, I don't know if Micca has, I know Anton, he has defended marriage to the death. That's his character. Okay, let's continue here.
I would have you extinguish your contract with him. Some guys would do even worse. This is grounds for a separation, maybe even a divorce, because what it implies is if you're willing to take this sort of photo with a man, you don't have any limits. If you take this photo with a man or other men in this way, you are not a woman who is trustworthy, okay? Because the way you look to the world, the brother then follows it up with this.
And I would also feel a little uncomfortable that this gentleman obviously did not either push you away or suggest that we shouldn't take this type of picture.
Not only did he hold her accountable, Anton Daniels, as a married man, okay, didn't push you away. He didn't say, we shouldn't take this type of photo. Both of us are on the right. Both of us push family. So here we are, two married people taking a photo that's we probably should not take. Not only that, there was a photo of them at the basketball game and things like that, which was different. But this is problematic, all right? Then, ultimately, we find out this.
Here's another very challenging question, but I have to ask you. I just have to ask you. Have you and Anton ever had sex?
No.
Any?
Hold on. No.
Okay. Any?
Okay, so Micca, I hope this is the case, because later on, you know, because she's going to start taking these L's. I'm going to tell you, man, she taking an ecclesiastical L with me. All right? Because Anton, this is why this question is important. Because we know women to say one thing and then say another when it's convenient. So Micca is trying to defend her marriage. Not only that, she's defending her brand. This is important for her. But Anton has hung her out to dry. And if Anton doesn't reinforce, or protect her image, and her image falls, now he has a problem, and it will be convenient for her to then change the story, because then she could say, well, I was only doing it to protect Anton. I was only doing it to protect my husband. But if those things start falling, if she starts being dragged out here and slut shamed, she can change that story and the whole narrative changes. So she's saying no now because it's convenient and she has something to protect. But if that goes away, then she could change the story and there will be no problem with her changing it. Because women have done this. Women have done this to defend the guy. Like, women have been in affairs with a married guy, and they're all, don't tell. Even Monica Lewinsky was defending Bill Clinton. She didn't want to snitch on Bill Clinton until that fat lady went out there public with it and leaked it. Then she had to come out there and be like, well, you see what I'm saying? So, yeah, she's saying no now. All right, but that can change at the drop of a hat. Let's continue.
Sexual relations.
No. It's always been strictly professional. And that's...
You could be professionally sexual.
Oh, I would know.
Well, that's
and I'm going to say this too. The House of Hypocrites proved that what she said here is an outright lie. Go ahead, check out the House of Hypocrites. Let's continue.
Again, it's always been strictly professional.
Okay, so let me just say this. For people that want to break this down, if I'm hiring an escort, that's also professional. If I fix a bind, that's professional too. So her saying it's strictly professional, well, you can read a lot into that. You can read a lot into that. If I pay for some pussy, that's professional. That's a professional deal. That's business. If I fly you out and I pap them cheeks out, that was not friendly. That was professional. So she's saying it was strictly professional. That don't mean there was no fucking going on. Let's continue. Okay?
Strictly professional. Like I said, Anton has a persona online.
Okay.
I get his persona online. But personally, Anton hasn't done that to me.
So the question about the relationship, was there one? I mean, again, I'm not there to speculate what happened or if it happened or not. She said it didn't happen. So whatever. I mean, nobody can prove it. No one was there. The issue is if somebody doesn't believe that, it just looks like the flirting that happened online. Anton
and personable. Y'all crazy, bro.
Daniels in the past has said that he cannot deal with anybody that's not giving. He said that while you were on the stream, and he was working with you also, and there was no pushback from you when he was saying things like that. So if they did nothing and we can't prove it, it just makes it kind of hard for her because she sort of put herself in a very bad situation there. But she did end the relationship with Anton as far as a business relationship. I don't know what it was personally. And she said this was the reason for it.
And when he went to speak about it, he didn't advocate. He only still boistered towards whatever Corey had to say. And I get the boistering, but my advocation should have been first.
See, really? I said that. Dude, I said that. Didn't I say that? That's exactly what I said. I think Micca because again, no one knew about her. Well, people knew about her, but she's more known now as Anton's side chick because of Corey Holcomb, but because of Anton flew her out as an assistant. I said she's doing these interviews because Anton is not advocating for her.
Yep.
And that's where it's going to be problematic for Anton long term. Today, it's cool. Oh, it'll be all right. He'll be okay. But let her get drugged through the fucking mud. Let her get negatively affected image-wise.
Yep.
Let her subscribers fall to the gutter. Let people keep putting side chick in her live chat. Let people slut shame her. Let people just act like they call her a whore. All right? She gonna figure out real quick, okay, it's time to ecclesiastically come out and I said exactly that. That's why she doing the interviews. Because she trying to clear her name. Now she looking over at Anton. Now, nigga, don't be quiet now. Now Anton's going to have to figure something out. Or he going to have to cut the check. $25K a cheek. This is how Shannon Sharp came. I'm telling you, man. All men pay. All of my theories have been proven right thus far. All men pay. Oh, he get it for free. Ecclesiastic. Find somebody to rock with you. Stay married. Marriage is the best. It's safer. All right. And if he was banging her for fee or free, he gonna pay more. All right, she gonna come for that check. Anton gonna have to cut a check for her to keep quiet. Cause he gonna be like, bitch, you got an NDA. And she gonna be like, bro, I ain't going for that, bro. I'm not about gonna be out here hung out to dry. And people are saying, nah, she ain't gonna do that. That's exactly what she said. Me. And if you know anything about a woman, it's all about them. They're loyal to their emotions. It's only about them, all right? Nothing, they don't save nobody else but them goddamn selves, all right? They don't give a shit about nobody else but themselves. And she been a person that's been able to benefit this for as long as she lives, using her pretty privilege. Trust me, she ain't falling on the sword for no Anton. She ain't falling on the sword for Anton. She just said it. I ain't falling on the sword for that nigga.
Should have been first.
So this is largely true. She said, listen, Anton Daniels did not try to come to my defense to make me look like a woman of substance. When the side chick narrative was going out about Micca, he did very little to make her look like she was a woman that was respecting her husband. Although the situation was already precarious with the decisions that she made with some of the photos and being on some of the panels and some of the flirting, right? And she said that he basically wanted to look like a guy who was clapping, which he was.
Yeah, so in her opinion, what men do is they, instead of saying I didn't fuck her, like, right, because Corey said that's your side hoe, that's your bitch, explain the bitch. Anton took the position of like, I ain't the type of guy. I don't cheat on my wife, but that's nigga, nigga. I just, she do be around me a lot. You know what I mean? I just be close to the bit. And here's a picture and shit, but as nigga, but I didn't fuck her and all, but I'm just, me, how I be ass nigga, that's what he did. And that's what she said. She said, he didn't say no. He took the, you know what I mean? I'm just that type of guy ass nigga, all women around me want to be around a nigga, That's what he did. And that's what she said. Oh, nigga. All right, you didn't say no. You didn't defend my motherfucking pussy being out here. Because I got the bag, nigga, because the bitches want to be around a nigga, Versace fresh, nigga. And that's you like, oh, nigga, you ain't gonna be making me look bad.
I have this meeting. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if I'm looking at this picture, are you all on the floor at a basketball game?
Correct, that's the floor.
Okay, at a basketball game.
Correct.
So you went to a basketball game. Did you watch the game?
No, this picture right here.
I just said it. I always got a bad chick with me. I always got this with me. And that would also include Micca. So what he's doing, even if he's not doing it or not, you're making it seem like...
All right, any guy that takes a picture like this, and we all do, this is a picture, because I'm a sugar daddy, and this is how it works for sugar daddies, right? We put them in a position to take pictures. Then what we want to do is we want to be all in the picture. And then when we look in the picture, our face says, look at me, nigga. Look at what I got. Now, the girl, Micca, or any sugar baby or any woman in this type of situation is never going to post this picture, right? She's never going to post a picture with you looking like, yeah, nigga, look at me, nigga. So any guy that does this, and I do this, he got to look at me, nigga, and look at what I'm with and I'm in the front row with. That's what he looked like. All right, that's the expression on his face. Okay, and I do this shit too. I'm just letting you know that that's what it is. Now, when she take pictures, she gonna be taking pictures of them 6'10" gazelle ass niggas running up and down the floor. All right, she gonna be taking pictures of her motherfucking Christian Louboutins on the court. She gonna be taking pictures of her seat videos with this nigga clipped out the fucking frame.
Yeah.
All right, that's what she gonna be doing. She gonna be taking pictures, eating steak in the back at halftime. All right, so. That's the picture he's got going on, circulating around the internet, ass nigga. And she, look at her face, leaning away, no smile. You know what I mean? All right, she got the piece like, yeah, nigga. All right, she halfway leaning out the fucking photo. She halfway leaning out the fucking photo. All right, she like, damn, how far can I lean out this bitch with that big ass forehead? All right, but this is supposed to be two married people. Bro, I don't want marriage if this is the case, man. Don't propose marriage to my crowd and audience if y'all gonna be acting like this. All right, both of y'all niggas. Let's continue.
Like, you have a sexual relationship with a married woman who's out here saying that she's not, and then you're making it hard for her to be associated with you anymore because now you're putting her out there as if she is a side chick. So even if it was happening, her brand can't take that hit. So Anton Daniels becomes too expensive to deal with. So she has to publicly come out and separate herself from him. And again, this is what I was telling guys, that this was going to happen. When you're too expensive to deal with because you don't care about anybody, you're trying to go viral, you're trying to get clout, you make silly ass mistakes like this. Like, first of all, bringing her to the Corey Holcomb show was a mistake. There is no reason why she should be on the Corey Holcomb show.
O'Shea is right about that. Maybe, again, she was trying to get some shine and go on there. I think that's what she said. She thought she was going to be a guest. Why? Unless Anton had a business deal where he was going to push her up to the forefront and be the next light-skinned Candace Owens, but I don't know. Maybe that was the deal. I have no idea. But anyway.
Corey Holcomb had nothing to do with the conversation with her. She's a burgeoning YouTuber, trying to grow her platform, trying to learn how to get into business. She seemed like she is doing okay, but there are some things that she can work on. So you got her embarrassed by being associated with you. You're taking these photos with a married.
Collateral damage, guys. This is a tale as old as time.
Straight up collateral damage.
You put her right in the line of fire, and you put everything else in the line of fire trying to do shit. I mean, it was not on. I mean, guys, we all make mistakes, man.
Woman, it looks terrible. Now she's getting, held accountable on a very, very tough interview, and she'll always be attached to him in some negative way. I think she's a nice lady. She has a very nice demeanor. She seems like she's really interested into the black social.
We'll say Micca seems like a nice lady.
Media. Again, I found out 3 or 4 years ago that she messaged me, and I actually emailed her saying, hey, if you ever need
it. We on there about all that. Nigga, like, she emailed me too, nigga. All right. Let me check my fucking email. Micca, did you email me too? Did you send me a DM? Maybe, Micca, let me check my DMs. Let me check ecclesiastically. Maybe she emailed me. Niggas be like, she emailed me. I don't know who emailed me, motherfucker. All right, but maybe she did. I'm gonna be in let me look up my Google real quick. See something. Let me look my shit up. What's her name? Micca. Let me search my shit. See? No messages match your search. Oh, fuck. Damn. All right, let me check my other email. All right, anyway. All right, let me check the spam folder and shit. All right, let me check the spam folder real quick. There. Click. Micca. Feet. Oh, there's her feet pictures. All right, allegedly. All right. I'll do it after the show. But apparently there's another video here. People are telling me. I'm going to check my locals. All right. Next week, she'll email me. Send me the email, Micca. Send me the email. All right. I'm good. I'll respond to it. All right. What do we got here? We don't have it on locals. Apparently, you guys saying there's a video of Anton. Is it on YouTube? I'm not sure. He said keep hope alive. All right, there's a video of them at the hotel room. All right, let me see if we can find that. Oh, I see. We have Keisha. All right, reporting live. It says Anton marriage just ended Micca's marriage with this evidence. We're going to share a video by a content creator named Keisha. Shout out to her. All right. Let me see what we got here. Apparently, there's a video of them in a hotel room. So let me see if I can scan this. This is apparently after the Corey Holcomb show. Uh-oh. Ooh, wee. Okay.
If my barber ain't talking to me,
CTA
25 minutes.
That's because they be talking. Them beauticians be chit-chatting.
Hell yeah, them niggas.
So as you can see, he's talking to somebody. Who the hell is he talking to? But then Micca appeared and said, I just came upstairs. Why is she not in her own room?
That's why my hair's gonna be an hour sometimes. I'm like, nigga, shut up.
And now, I know what Lakeisha Kids is talking about. I think she actually got the clip from House of Hypocrites. So you can go to either Lakeisha Keisha or House of Hypocrites. Both of them got this clip. But Micca was trying to say that she came on upstairs, which House of Hypocrites proved that was a lie. The two of them were in the same room. Let's get back into it.
No, listen, I'm from goddamn me.
So the background noise that you guys hear is from the entire panel. So if you guys are wondering what's that noise, because
I don't know about
you're
this.
hearing the panel, Anton muted himself. He probably thought he was still off of camera, but he wasn't.
I don't know about this.
No, listen, I'm from goddamn me.
At that particular time, he said, that's cool.
I don't see her. But, you know, is that the video? Is that the video y'all talking about? That? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a goddamn minute. Okay. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Somebody said, keep playing the video. You're right. There she is. Under Anton Daniels. Oh, no. Ring the bell. Okay, so she does appear in the video. Anton moves over. Oh, no. All right, now this is tragic. Let me just say that this is bad optics. Anton, for two married people, this is atrocious optics. Okay, you're in Los Angeles in another hotel room. Oh, no. Gentlemen and ladies, right there's Anton moving, and then, oh, no.
Darlene here.
That 2K with that oh shit was funny. Oh, that was funny by 2K when he hit that oh shit. Okay, we're done.